Bonjour à tous et bienvenue pour la suite de l'enquête sur Twin Mirror. Nous sommes actuellement sur le site du crash et on pense que tout est lié entre l'accident de Nick et le meurtre de Dennis. On va donc faire notre Sherlock et chercher un maximum d'indices sur la scène de crime, sur le site de l'accident. Pièce de voiture. Elle s'est décrochée pendant l'accident, il y a de légères traces de brûlure.
Debris from Nick's car. The police didn't clean up very well.
Traces d'incendie.
The car went up like kindling. It was pretty intense, judging the damages to the area.
Arbre calciné.
The bark got badly burnt. Must be where Nick crashed.
D'accord, donc elle a pris feu, la voiture s'est crashée ici même. Donc elle vient de la route, hein. Ça paraît évident, forcément, une voiture ça roule sur la route. Hein. Bon, sauf s'il faisait du 4x4, mais bon, faut pas déconner. Alors, est-ce que la voiture venait de ce côté? Apparemment non. Ou alors plutôt d'en haut, donc on va dire d'en haut. Ou alors les indices sont sur le bas-côté. On va regarder. De ce côté peut-être. Ouais. Le tronc d'arbre.
Maybe Nick tried to avoid this log. It's a bit far from the road.
Ah, il était peut-être effectivement trop près du tronc. Il a voulu esquiver et bim, il est parti sur le côté. Il faut sûrement remonter la route à mon avis. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Tache d'essence.
A fuel stain. From Nick's car? Was it leaking fuel?
Une fuite d'essence? D'accord. Alors en théorie, je pense qu'on a tout trouvé de ce côté. Faut encore aller plus loin, je pense. Ouais. Mais le reste, ça se passe sur la route normalement. Eh non, on peut pas aller plus loin. Alors attends, qu'est-ce que j'aurais loupé dans cette zone? Tache d'essence. Ouais. Virage dangereux donc à droite. Ah bah tiens, en fait c'est le panneau qu'il faut inspecter.
Nick took this turn every day. It shouldn't have surprised him.
Eh oui, sauf que c'est souvent les trajets qu'on connaît qui sont les plus dangereux. Hein. Parce que c'est là qu'on se lâche. Hein. Qu'on lâche la vigilance. Alors, qu'est-ce que j'aurais loupé là? Ah. Il y a quelque chose. Empreinte animale. Ah, un petit animal, en cette saison probablement un renard.
An animal came through here. Maybe that's what surprised Nick. But the tracks don't reach the road.
Ah. Ouais, c'est vrai, ça arrive pas jusqu'à la route. Étrange. Alors, j'aurais pas loupé un truc juste à côté là? Je pense pas qu'il y ait quelque chose ici. Hein. Qu'est-ce que tu en penses, ma petite Anna?
Best to leave her alone. It's a lot to take in.
Ouais, t'as raison. Donc, qu'est-ce que j'ai loupé? Là, on avait les traces animales. Ouais, les empreintes. Là, il y a quelque chose. Effectivement. Alors, panneau virage.
2 of the road signs were torn out. Did Nick's car do that?
Ouais. Morceau de bois.
That piece of wood must be from one of the damaged road signs.
Logique.
The fire shouldn't have been able to spread that far.
Trace de pneu.
The tire tracks clearly show where Nick's car went off the road.
C'est de la logique.
These road signs are intact. Not a scratch on them.
Ah, je pense qu'on a tout vu là. Pas de trace de freinage. Ah ouais.
No skid marks. No trace of sudden braking.
Moi je dis on lui a coupé ses freins. Ouais.
That's all the information I need. Time to put everything together.
C'est parti. Reconstitution. On va revivre la scène.
The report states Nick was driving under the influence of alcohol. He was startled by an animal. And drove through a road sign before crashing into a tree. Things don't add up. really happened.
C'est tellement cool ces séquences, sans déconner. Donc, on va reconstituer. Faut regarder les différents obstacles. Donc alors attends Nick. Ouais, conscient. Pas de lien, a pris feu, fuite d'essence. Donc fuite d'essence là. Voilà. Ici, fuite d'essence. Prends feu, non, pas maintenant. Et c'est trop bien, sans déconner. Donc là, ça avance, ça avance, ça avance. Ah, rien à voir avec l'animal, hein. Ah, attends, il y a quelque chose à modifier alors. Voiture à essence. Parce que là, ouais, elle continue avec l'animal. Alors qu'on sait qu'il est resté sur le côté, hein. Il a pas pu aller sur la route. Pas de lien, c'est quoi pas de lien? Ah si, fuite d'essence. Il y a eu une fuite d'essence. Ça c'est sûr. Nick, il était sous. Inconscient, on l'avait vu inconscient. Sous, c'était dans le rapport. Et pour nous, il était inconscient. Donc inconscient, il va aller tout droit. Ouais. Alors l'obstacle, on va le gérer. Attends. Lui, normalement, il est pas censé être arrivé sur la route. Ah si, c'était le tronc d'arbre, c'est vrai. Il était pas sur la route, si? Aucun? Non, le tronc d'arbre était pas sur la route, je crois. Mais il touche un tronc. Ouais, non, c'est bien ça, donc. J'ai rien dit. Ici.
The road signs were damaged. 2 of them torn and burned.
Ouais. Donc là, on est bien jusqu'à présent, je pense, pour la reconstitution. À mon avis, hein.
The fire damaged both the car and the tree heavily.
On est bon là, non? Il y a un problème avec... Par contre, à un moment... Ça me paraît bien, là. Vraiment, on a reconstitué les choses. Il y a juste un truc, le tronc qu'il y avait en dehors de la route, là.
How could the signs have burned during the crash then?
A pris feu. Mais les deux? Putain, je comprends pas. Il y avait fuite d'essence. Et a pris feu. Ouais. Admettons que je mets le tronc d'arbre là. Non, ça le fait pas, hein. Ça le fait pas du tout le tronc d'arbre. Donc aucun, et là on valide.
Only one simulation fits the evidence. The police report was wrong.
Je suis un peu dur de la feuille quand même. Donc là logiquement c'est la bonne, hein. Mais on a bien vu quand on a inspecté, il y avait bien de l'essence. Ah mais d'accord. Ouais. Et l'essence qu'on a retrouvée, d'accord, c'est ça. Comprendo. Truc de fou. Le tronc d'arbre était sur le côté. Pareil, il n'y a pas d'animal qui est passé sur la route. Mais qui t'es? T'es qui, toi? Et la boum.
I thought you quit.
I did. So, did you find anything?
Nick, he was murdered. I'm sorry, I don't... The police report was clearly wrong.
Fucking...
Anna?
Here, just...
Joe, it's Sam.
Where's Anna? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's right here. She's just a bit busy.
I need her to come back immediately. There's been a break-in at her place.
What? Are you all right? What happened?
I wasn't there when it happened. Just arrived. Called the police, then called my daughter.
We're on our way. Someone broke into your house.
Okay, so about Dad. Don't tell him what we found. Please. It'll just worry him for no reason.
How are you holding up? After finding out what we found out.
I'm guessing about as well as you. Not great. Let me go calm my father down. I'm pretty sure he's ready to call the National Guard.
Anna,
Maybe give her a few moments with Joe before you barge in. Also, take a few moments for yourself as well. You used to live here, and now some other guy, Nick, of all people, was living here. With her. Things are different. She's different. You're different.
I think I can handle this. Hopefully.
Keep in mind, Sam, no matter how much you want to, you can never go home again.
Je pense qu'il est pas toujours de bons conseils quand même, tu vois. Faut essayer de suivre mon instinct aussi. Oh, c'est mignon.
The last time I was here, I was shoving way too many boxes into a trunk that couldn't fit them all.
It's fine, Dad. I can handle this.
Someone broke into my daughter's house and you want me to just sit by and wait?
Yes, that is exactly what I want you to do. Don't you have an appointment?
I always have an appointment. I'm at the doctor's more often than I'm home. Sam, talk some sense into my daughter here.
I'm gonna have to side with Anna on this one. Can't miss appointments.
Just because I'm an old man in a wheelchair, you two think you can push me around.
Dad, I love you. And I love that you want to protect me, but please, it'll be okay. Go to your doctor's appointment. The police will be here soon.
I'm just belly aching. It's your house. Your rules. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
So before I head off, Sam, you tell me if something was going on, right? Anna's brave and she's strong, but she's also stubborn.
Dad, I told you I can take care of myself.
And I'm old enough to know when things ain't right. You tell me now, Sam. You tell me if my little girl is in danger. I can't watch over her anymore, so I need you to keep her safe.
Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Joe, I don't know.
She's all I have left. Promise me you'll protect her. I need your word.
Wow. Heavy. Joe's really laying on the paternal guilt.
I can't promise something like that. I don't know what might happen.
He just wants to feel like someone is looking out for her. I can't blame him.
And what if I can't keep that promise?
Then refuse. All I know is I personally couldn't say no to a desperate father.
I still can't hide anything from you.
Sam, don't.
I won't lie, Joe. There is something going on. It could be dangerous, but I'll make sure Anna doesn't get mixed up in it.
All right. I'm trusting you on this.
I'm not some kid. I decide what I get mixed up in.
You can't blame me for looking after you.
I just didn't want you to worry. You're both so patronizing. I'm heading inside. See how bad it is.
I need to get in there eventually. But maybe I should look around the property first.
Ah, faire le tour de la maison avant? Ok. Le baron rouge de Joanne. Ça fait un moment qu'elle vient ici.
It's bugs. She probably brought it over one time when she came with Nick.
Eh ben écoutez, on fait le tour.
It was great to come back from work, sit down, and read until the sun went down.
On peut peut-être avoir quelques entrées de journal. Couverture.
Anna and I spent our nights out here, trying to find all the constellations.
Alors c'est vrai qu'on m'a laissé un commentaire hier plutôt cool qui disait c'est carrément bien parce qu'en ce moment on a un let's play sur AC Valhalla bien bourrin et on a ce jeu qui est super détendu entre guillemets, super cool, même s'il y a de la tension hein, mais c'est un rythme lent. Je trouve que c'est bien moi, d'avoir deux let's play bien différents. Anna y a mis un paquet d'huile de coude dans l'entretien de la maison. Jardin, planté au cours de l'année dernière, ça pousse bien. Nick a toujours eu la main verte. Contrairement à moi. Panneau.
Anna never got rid of this sign.
Ah. Un petit palais mental.
I think the happiest I ever saw Anna was the day she bought this place.
Souvenir, souvenir.
I want everyone to know this house is sold. You're mine. I own you now. It might be 200 years before it's paid off, but it's mine.
So, when can I start moving my own stuff in?
After you finish carrying all my stuff in.
Sure, but that means I get to choose which side of the bed I'm sleeping on.
What? No. You're gonna sleep on the side closest to the door.
Why's that?
So if someone breaks in, you can fight them off. And maybe because I like being near the window.
Somehow I feel like it's entirely the second thing and not at all the first.
We can talk about all this after my stuff's inside.
But all your stuff's so heavy.
Which is why I need your help. Don't slack, Sam. This house isn't gonna decorate itself. And I want you to be part of that.
Cabanon de jardin, il a l'air intact. Ah, je pense que c'est pour ça qu'ils nous ont proposé de faire le tour de la maison. C'était pour voir ce petit palais mental. Moi, je vais quand même aller de l'autre côté. Voir ce qu'il y a. Et j'aime bien quand même tout observer dans ce genre de jeu. Il y a quand même beaucoup de contemplation. Ouais, je pense qu'il n'y a rien de ce côté. Ouais, c'était typiquement pour ce qu'on a vu là-bas. Hein. Allez, on va avancer. Rampe pour fauteuil roulant. Yes.
Sent from a mourner. Anna probably couldn't handle taking it inside.
Très bien. Allez, on rentre.
Shattered glass. This is how whoever it was broke into the house.
Toujours les terribles temps de chargement. Ça ne s'arrête jamais. Et pourtant, c'est installé sur un disque dur SSD. Donc ça n'a rien à voir. Ouais, ça a foutu le bordel un petit peu.
Anna is not well. This time, at least, try to be there for her.
Ça, c'est un bon conseil, je pense.
Anna? Anna, are you okay? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no. She needs you, buddy. Needs me? I don't even think she knows I'm here. What am I supposed to do? Something. Anything. It's the thought, the effort. Get her a drink. Just show her you're here. I'm not sure how a drink will make her feel better about murders and break-ins.
But I guess I've heard worse ideas. She kept the drinks in the kitchen, in one of the pantries.
Alors, oh le bordel qu'ils ont fait aussi dans la cuisine, tiens. Frigo.
She's not gonna want something cold. Always said cold drinks are for parties.
Ouais, elle veut du chaud. Notes, machin. Bon, on verra ça après. Placard. Oh le bordel.
She normally keeps some drinks in the pantry. It's been a while, Sam. Things have changed around here. You feel like looking at old keepsakes? No.
On va encore avoir des visions. Le placard. Frigo, placard, là-haut.
No drinks in here.
Super. Rien par là. Ce placard. Ah.
Ah, here's where she keeps the drinks.
Boisson chocolatée. Eh, whisky. Jus de citron vert. Une boisson chocolatée plutôt. Le chocolat, ça fait bien.
On the bright side, I don't think it's possible to make her feel worse.
You're not helping.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Thanks.
Cette relation. On sait toujours pas qui c'est en fait, lui. C'est ma conscience quoi, c'est mon... Je sais pas. Hein. La voix dans ma tête.
Chocolate helps everyone feel better.
That's sweet. I'd assumed you'd already gone to look around and, I don't know, think. This is just so fucked. Nick? My house?
Sam, you should distract her. Get her talking or thinking about anything else.
My stuff, everything is trashed. Is this like the worst coincidence? Or is it related to Nick's death? Did his murderer break into my house?
You're not alone. Here, have a drink. It'll help.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's helping a bit.
Allez, c'est la première fois que j'interromps une personne dans le jeu. Je pense que c'était le bon moment.
Cheesy action movies, dark thrillers, and human rights. The melting pot of Anna.
Et encore un palais mental.
Sam, what are you doing? I called for dinner like a dozen times. It's gonna get cold. I am not your mom, you know. Working on an article is no reason to ignore basic politeness, Sam. Fine. You can eat your dinner cold for all I care. I'm done waiting for you.
Ah ouais. Pas cool ça, hein.
Anna has to be helping her dad out with these. I'm not sure it's enough. Anna would pace around the house for hours, then sit down and write her articles in one go.
Alors, des articles.
Anna always was more interested in people than cold hard facts. Not surprised Anna keeps this letter. I'd keep it too.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre, hein? Journal de voyage.
I got this for Anna's birthday after she mentioned wanting to travel more.
Journal mise à jour. Ensuite, faut qu'on continue à faire le tour. Ouais, je suppose, hein. On peut lui parler à lui, tiens.
Anna always has trouble thinking when there's weird noises going on.
Ah oui, d'accord.
To be fair, most people do. Like that. Whatever that is, it'd be smart to find it and shut it off.
C'est quoi qui fait ce bruit? Alors déjà, on va ranger.
This feels like the only part of the house I recognize. Whatever punk broke in here wrecked it. There.
Ah, voilà qui est mieux.
I don't think she ever forgave me for saying I didn't think they sounded better.
Partition.
Good thing it's intact. It's about the last thing Anna has of her mother.
Tu penses que c'est à l'étage?
I know you want to help her by finding out what happened. Right now, though, stay focused on Anna. She needs to know she's not alone.
Tu m'empêches de monter? Ah, il est comme ça. Alors, est-ce que je peux interagir avec elle, du coup? Bien non. Pas du tout. Là, j'ai tout regardé, il me semble. Est-ce qu'on pourrait ranger la cuisine aussi, à la limite? Non? On peut pas faire un petit peu de ménage, non? Pour l'aider? Ouais. Est-ce qu'on peut retourner ici? Non. Bah, tout ce que je dois faire, tu te fous de moi, là? Ah. Un cadre photo. Ah, avec Nick. C'est vrai que la pauvre, là, c'est un enchaînement de misère, quoi. Ah, on le dit, mais souvent quand il arrive quelque chose, il y en a plusieurs à la suite. Retiré après l'accident de Joe, il voulait qu'on la remette.
Finally, there.
Un peu de lumière. Est-ce que tu peux faire le ménage sinon? Bon. Ah, ça y est.
Hey, are you feeling better?
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, I just kind of lost it for a second there.
Yeah. I mean, careful, Sam. You know you can be indelicate. She needs your support right now.
I mean, it hasn't been an easy week, you know? And I've got the feeling it isn't over yet.
Whatever happens, you're not alone. We'll face it together.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Reminding her she has people to lean on is a great start.
This whole thing is a mess. But honestly, it's been a mess for a while. Like, everything was fine, you know? Nick moved in, it was nice, but lately he just closed himself off. He'd been gone most nights. At the bar or the fishing shack. Come home late, refusing to talk about his work. It got unbearable. It was almost like I was living with you all over again.
It doesn't feel good, but she needs to get this off her chest. Don't be too harsh on her. You're right. I shut you out, and I'm sorry.
The past is the past. None of what's happening now is your fault. I'm just lashing out. It's just having you in the house. It's bringing back a lot of things. We had a good time. So many memories here, both bad and great.
We did have a good time, yeah.
But then came Dad's accident. The mine investigation. Your proposal. I still feel horrible about how it all happened. But you understand why I said no, right?
Alors là, par contre...
Face it, Sam. If you had paid attention, you'd have known she wasn't going to say yes. You didn't want a ring. You told me before. I thought it was what you're supposed to do. I thought maybe it'd save us.
That's a nice thought. I feel like you're listening now. And I thank you for that. You know? It ended so abruptly, you and I. I don't think I ever took the time to really process what happened. I wonder if it would have ended the same way with Nick. If my relationship with him was as doomed as my relationship with you. The way Nick closed himself off to me the last few weeks. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I can't bear to live with someone, to truly share my life, to make compromises and all that.
She's feeling guilty about what happened. She shouldn't bear that burden alone. It wasn't your fault that Nick closed himself off. No one makes someone distant, especially someone like Nick. It must have been on his side. He was dealing with something dark. I know that's why I closed people off. I never spoke to Nick again after leaving town.
It doesn't matter anyway, now does it? He's dead, and whatever we had is done. And we're on our own if we're gonna find out who killed him. I'm not backing down from this, no matter what we find. What about you?
Yeah, I mean... You can count on me, Anna. We're in this until the end.
That's good. That's really good. Let's see this to the end, and, well, we'll see what happens when we get there, right?
Whatever happens, we're in this together.
Can you take a look upstairs? I still need a moment. Let me make sure I'm done crying and all that.
Take your time. I'll tell you if anything's wrong.
Thanks, Sam.
Bon, je pense qu'on a été plutôt pas mal. Plutôt les bons choix. Compréhensif. Bienveillant. C'est bien.
I remember taking this photo. God, seeing it like this. Not what Anna needed.
Ah, c'est
The
fermé.
door is closed. Huh. She never used to lock it.
Tiens, tiens, tiens. Le bordel absolument partout. Hein. On va aller voir dans la salle de bain, dans un premier temps. Brosse à dents à la sortie. Il y a un message.
As if her week wasn't bad enough already. I should erase it. But then the police wouldn't get the burglar's handwriting.
Ah non, je peux pas l'effacer. Non, je les suis pas. Ça peut servir.
Why is it so dark in here?
Faut quand même pas déconner avec des potentielles preuves, quoi. Enfin, indices, preuves. Placard fouillé. Je fais un peu le tour. C'est vrai qu'on peut marcher un peu plus vite. Oh, j'allais dire courir, non, pas vraiment. Marcher plus vite.
I guess Anna must have left it on. But she had her laptop with her. Is this Nick's? This room feels so different now. It felt like mine once, but it never was.
Alors, transfert. Ouais.
Huh? Is someone downloading something off Nick's laptop?
Oh bordel. Je m'y attendais pas à ça par contre. Il est encore là.
Sam! Sam! Who was that? Sam! Are you okay?
I think whoever trashed your house just trashed me.
Can you stand?
Yeah. The headache isn't as bad as the one I had this morning.
I couldn't get a good look at them. They just sprinted out of the house, and I heard some weird, loud engine drive off.
Well, whoever it was, they were dumping data off Nick's computer. I must have interrupted them.
There's no trace of whatever he took. So what do we even do now?
We need Nick's backups, if he has any. Did he ever do anything like that? Boxes in the attic, files to the cloud, another computer? Did he have anywhere besides here and the basswood jungle he kept things?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't... Actually, over the last few months, remember I mentioned Nick has been going out a lot to that old fishing shack his family owns.
I know the one. I went there with Nick and Bug a few times.
He went mostly in the evenings. Most nights, really. Said he was night fishing.
But if he was secretly using it as a second office...
It'd be worth taking a look.
Your father called. Said there'd been a break-in?
Couldn't they have gotten here 2 minutes ago? They'll arrest me if they found Dennis's body.
You go out the back. I'll talk to Bess and keep her busy.
If you're sure, I'll go to the fishing shack. It sounds like if Nick was hiding something, it might be there.
I'm starting to get worried.
Sorry! I was just in the bathroom. Be right out. Go!
Phew, c'est chaud. Ah ouais, je m'attendais pas du tout à me faire attaquer dans la maison.
Nick's fishing shack. Lot of memories here. Good memories. Anna said he'd been sneaking off here to work on something. I almost hope I don't find anything. Nick, what were you up to?
Son second bureau. Possiblement. Attends, y'avait pas un truc là? Si, c'est un feu de camp.
I remember teaching Bug how to roast marshmallows. Hers turned out great. Mine were always burnt.
Les marshmallows. Cette ambiance.
Bug?
Muley? How did you... Does my mom know?
Does your mom know what? What is this?
Mom doesn't know. Good. I've decided to leave town.
Bug, this is not a good idea.
I've got food for 5 days. I'll hitchhike and bike down to Virginia.
Do you have any idea how far that is?
About 80 miles to get down to my Aunt Lisa. My mom hates her. Don't try to stop me.
You can't leave like this. Not without telling anyone.
Oh, yeah? Why not? That's what you did.
She's serious about this. Careful, Sam. This is not a drill. Maybe try to bring up her mother again. You should at least call your mom.
My mom? She's hardly even there. She's always so... Plus, I know what she'll say. Calm down, think of the common good. She doesn't do anything, just sits around, takes her back pain pills, and stares at the TV like a lump.
Well, that was a miss. When it comes to this kid, your instinct is better than mine. The mother, though, we should have a talk with her later.
Look, I'm not a child anymore. I'm not asking for your permission. There's nothing for me here.
Putain, j'ai foiré, mais c'est à cause de l'autre, là.
Leaving is gonna hurt the people you care about the most. The way I left was selfish. You're not selfish. The Joan I knew couldn't even hurt a worm, let alone her own mother.
It's not like I want to hurt her. She just works all the time, and then she's too out of it. And never listens to me. I think I'm done depending on others. My dad I could rely on. But he's gone. There's nothing else for me around here.
I was wrong yesterday. She's not in denial. She's scared.
Something terrible happened to him, but no one listens to me. No one cares.
I care. I believe you, and I'm investigating like you asked.
Yeah, I know about the wake. You approached a few people, but you dropped it as soon as it got uncomfortable. Anyway, it's not like I expected any different. This place is full of gutless, patronizing adults, and I'm sick of this dumb little town. It's choking me, and I need fresh air. I need someplace I can think, not here.
Sounds like Basswood really failed this kid.
I mean, what am I supposed to do tomorrow? Or the day after? In 10 years?
Remember what we said this morning? You could be anything you want. You don't want to stay in this town? You don't have to. But leaving like this? Running away? That's not gonna help anything.
Thanks for listening. But I don't know if I can take this place anymore.
Can't you try? What would your father say?
You're just telling me what I want to hear. Or what you think I want to hear. I just want the truth. For once, from someone. I'm wasting my time here with you.
Bug.
Don't touch me! I'm sick of you, I'm sick of this town, and so I'm going, and you can't stop me.
Sam, we have to do something. She just wants honesty. She doesn't care about bullshit. I can relate to that. I'll tell her what we found out about Nick's death. You can't do that. You're the adult. She's the child. Do you want her to start looking for the people who killed her father by herself? Do the responsible thing. Make her stay. It's for her own good.
Aïe aïe aïe. Qu'est-ce que je fais? Ah, c'est une gamine, merde.
I'll call your mother.
What? Don't.
I'll call her right now.
Don't.
You can't just run away.
Fine. I'll go home. Don't call her.
It's for your own good, Bug. It's too dangerous for you out there.
Whatever. You're just like everyone else.
Ooh, harsh. But fair. Sorry, Bug. Now that I've kept your daughter from skipping town, let's see if you've kept anything hidden out here, Nick. Bug never was the social type. Just like me. With Nick gone, I guess we both lost our best friend.
Échelle de croissance.
Man, Bug certainly grew up faster than I realized. But she still has a long way to go.
La vaisselle, nettoyée au cours des dernières semaines, Nick est venu ici récemment. Mhm.
Locked. Nick always kept a spare key. It'd be somewhere out of Bug's reach. This is where he kept the rods he'd loan out. So what's his favorite rod doing here? He always kept it separate.
Trophée de chasse. Nick avec ses amis chasseurs. Remise des diplômes. Emplacement vide.
There used to be a calendar right here. Why'd he take it down?
Mhm.
Joan always liked bugs.
Une cachette. Ah, la voilà.
What a fishy hiding spot, Nick. Always did love your cliche.
Ouais, une arme.
Like many people, Nick kept a few guns. But never at home, and always locked up.
Ça a rien de fou. De la drogue.
A prescription for opioids with Kathy's name on it? These are pretty heavy-duty painkillers. Very addictive. Joan wasn't just acting up. Kathy has a problem.
Il y a une piste sur Cathy là.
Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive.
Article de journal.
An article by Anna about a place called The Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood.
Ah, le fameux calendrier. Qui n'est pas accroché au mur.
It has to be the same D he was talking to in his emails.
Mais c'est qui ce D? En fait, D, c'est ma conscience qui me parle tout le temps. Et en fait, c'est moi, je fais un dédoublement de personnalité et c'est moi qui tue tout le monde. D'accord. Non. Attends, on dirait les... Attends, c'est la manette Xbox? Bah ouais. C'est vrai.
Looks like some kind of reminder Nick left for himself. A reminder of what?
Ah, c'est juste les boutons de la manette Xbox, quoi. Les mêmes couleurs.
All right. I think I went through everything here.
Alors, les indices sont là.
An article by Anna about a place called The Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood.
Oui, bon, ça on sait, on l'a déjà analysé. On a analysé les trois. Et maintenant? Ça aussi, on a déjà regardé. On a fait le tour, hein, je pense. Et donc maintenant? Donc là, à l'extérieur, il n'y aura rien. On va quand même faire le tour vite fait. Ah bah tiens.
This is either new or Nick was really distracted. He usually fixed everything.
Ah ouais. À voir derrière. Il y a un truc dans ce coffre, hein. Ah non, c'est juste pour s'asseoir.
Whoever killed Nick, I probably know him. Grew up with them. Even if you don't know them, they know you. Nick, Dennis, gone. A stone-cold killer walks the streets of Basswood. Things like this can really make you feel isolated, make you realize that at the end of the day, you're in this alone.
Mais qui est-ce donc? On se demande. Attends.
Now, this
Règle à
record is
poisson.
fraudulent. Nick stretched his fish to beat mine.
Pas con. C'est quoi ça? Ouais. On va regarder carrément derrière.
Tell a 3-year-old kid about tardigrade man, and this is what happens.
Une BD. Et on se retrouve dans la cabane. Bon, et qu'est-ce qu'on fait maintenant? Parce que j'ai vraiment tout inspecté, les éléments ont été mis là. Bah faut qu'on y aille, hein. Je pense qu'on a tout vu là. Ah non.
He always kept his favorite rod in this special ready-to-go bag to protect it.
J'avais pas vu ça.
Nick, what were you hiding in this bag that's so important you had it locked up?
Ah ah. Ouais, alors attends. Ah zut, faut inspecter d'abord, ouais. Examiner. Sac de pêche. C'est quand tu veux. Déverrouiller. Mais j'ai la clé? Haut, gauche, droite. Ah, d'accord. Je vois.
Wrong combination.
Mauvaise
Knowing
combinaison.
Nick, maybe he left a hint lying around the shack.
Attends, c'est pas la note là? Je pense pas. Je pense pas que ce soit ça. Parce qu'on a juste... Alors c'est quoi? C'est haut, droite, machin, mais... Se rappeler chenille. Ouais.
If Nick kept this, it means it's important. Just have to figure out
Ouais, je me
why.
doute, ça a peut-être un rapport hein, quand même. Ça a peut-être un rapport, mais forcément le numéro, on va le trouver dans ces indices là.
If Dee met Nick on the day he died, he could be the last person who saw him alive.
Attends, je vais le lire, voir si on trouve un truc. D veut qu'on se voit. Ouais, donc non, ça me sert à rien. Et l'article de journal. Est-ce que dans le texte, il y a un indice? Ça m'étonnerait quand même. Mais sait-on jamais. Bon, tu le lis? Oula. Ouais, mais ça m'étonnerait que ce soit ça. Impossible. Donc c'est pas avec ces trois éléments. Je pense que ça, il y a un rapport là quand même. Rapport avec la chenille. Attends, peut-être par rapport à ça. Ouais, j'ai l'impression que c'est un rapport. Ah, attends.
Nick's note mentioned a caterpillar. I think I just found it.
Yes. Ah, j'ai compris. Faut mettre de la chenille dans l'ordre. Donc 3, 4, 5. Rouge, vert, bleu, rouge, jaune. Rouge, vert, bleu, rouge, jaune. Donc ce serait éventuellement... D'accord, ouais, c'est ça. Alors, rouge, vert, bleu, rouge, jaune. Forcément, c'était par rapport à la chenille. Alors, maintenant, on va rentrer, déverrouiller. Alors, c'est droite, bas, gauche, droite et jaune, donc haut. Voilà.
Let's see what we have here.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là-dedans? Parce que quand même c'était casse-couille. Hein. Oh, de l'argent!
That's a lot of cash. More than Nick could make in a decade.
Échantillon de drogue, super.
Opioids. From Dee? Nick, were you looking into drug trafficking?
Et D. Dossier.
Nick was gathering at the cove, and that's how he found his informant, Dee. It's the person he met the night he died. I just need to figure out who it is.
Ah ah. Ouais. Les dossiers. Richard Stanfield, ouais. Bah écoutez, on va voir. Hein. Faut faire un choix là. Se voit comme le protecteur de lance, défend Linette avec ok, très agressif, il a enchaîné les peines de prison pendant la majeure partie de sa vie en général. Pour coups et blessures, ne pas le contrarier. Où est-ce qu'il procurait la drogue? Pose-moi une question sur Anna. Aime bien cuisiner. Non, ça pourrait être lui. Celui-là. Nerveux quand il est sobre, tendu, visiblement pas très apprécié à Lens, a demandé à rester anonyme à cause de son père qui était une société de livraison. Plus futé qu'il en a l'air, aussi con qu'il le prétend, ça reste difficile à dire les deux. Consomme toujours, oui. Quel dealer? Tyler, Lynette, Richard et Dicky. C'est un surnom. Ah, Dicky, donc D. Dicky a vendu de la drogue à Tyler. Donc ce serait lui pour l'instant, quoi. Dicky, D. Ah mais là aussi, attends, il y a une mention de Dicky. Où est-ce que se procurait la drogue? Dicky. D'accord. Mais c'est lui qui dit Dicky, donc ce sera lui pour l'instant, Richard. Justin. Interrogé par Anna, trentaine bien tassée. Très solitaire, a commencé à fumer pour remplacer. Justin dans JR. Donc ouais, non, c'est pas lui. Ah, mais c'est sûr que c'est celui de gauche. Allez hop. C'est D. Richard Stanfield. Je choisis.
Richard, a.k.a. Dickie, a.k.a. D. Looks like I found who I was looking for.
En toute logique.
So that's what it was. Nick suspected a drug ring flourished here in Basswood after the mine closed. He had an informant, Dickie. Probably a low-level drug dealer, and he also had a lot of cash on hand. More than a reporter should. Dickie set up a meeting with Nick, and now Nick's dead. Dickie may be the only person who knows what really happened. I need to find him. He lives at this place, The Cove. Or he did. Anna wrote that article on it. She has to know where it is.
Bess est enfin partie. Tu as trouvé quelque chose à la cabane? Oui, tu sais où se trouve Lance. C'est une sorte de petite communauté aux abords de la ville. Ils n'aiment pas trop les intrus. Ah. Je reviens vite. Il faut juste que je fouille un peu plus ici. Ah bah non, j'aurais dû aller direct. Je suis con. Qu'est-ce qu'elle va me répondre? À tout à l'heure, tu me raconteras ça en arrivant. Yes. Alors, je pense que j'ai tout fouillé ici en plus. Hein. Journal mis à jour. Ouais, non, j'ai tout fouillé donc on peut y aller maintenant. Je suppose qu'il faut juste que je sorte de la maison, de la cabane. Ouais, on va repartir. Alors, c'est bien, le jeu nous permet de fouiller si on a envie, tu vois. Plutôt sympatoche. Mais bon, pour le coup, ça me sert à rien. Allez. Retournons voir Anna.
Bess barely asked about the break-in. She seemed more focused on your fight with Dennis.
I'm on top of the suspect list. Or at least I would be if I was her.
Bess said I should call her if I found you. She believes you're dangerous. You were right back at the Basswood jungle. I think we're on our own.
They'll try to arrest me now. We have to find Dickie. I can't let Joan down.
I'm sure Dickie's still there. He had no other place to go.
What are you two doing? The longer you run from the police, the worse it'll be when they catch up with you. Explain everything.
That makes sense.
The Cove is a wonderful place. A sort of commune. Lynette, who runs it, she lets anyone in who follows her rules. No real questions asked. It's mostly filled with desperate people, though. Recovering junkies, ex-gang members, and you'll need to be extra careful. Some of them used to work at the mine. So, how should we handle finding Dickie?
I don't have any great ideas, but I know I'll do what I have to do.
At least we're equally clueless. There's comfort in that.
Yeah. I hate feeling like the only one in the dark. The dark isn't as spooky when someone else is with you.
We just need to be careful and look out for each other.
This town has like 17 people in it. You've met the killer. I'm not saying you have to run and hide. Just be careful about the lion's den. You have options here. Real life isn't as clear as the world in your head. Just know the more you poke around, the more likely the world pokes back. And whoever is involved in all this, they poke real hard.
If that even makes any sense.
That's rough.
That's rough. Were you even listening to me?
Mostly.
Mostly. Sam, what is with you?
Because you've got this. Easy. Look at you. So together. You got so drunk, you've forgotten anything that could have been remotely useful. Your friends are turning up dead. That's not fair. Shut up.
Sam!
Sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
Don't take all of this out on me.
So you're just gonna keep telling me off? Disregard my advice? Well, if you think you know better, Sam, no reason for me to linger. Enjoy your little investigation without me, Sam. Don't get us killed, okay?
Here. This is the Cove.
Huh?
Get your head on straight. The Cove. We're here.
Right.
Oh, c'était chiant, là. Des fois, on sait pas trop quoi faire. Est-ce que je l'écoute? Est-ce que je fais mes propres choix?
Sam, you sure you want to keep going?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're sure? You can rest in the car while I ask around.
I'll manage. Don't worry about me.
Who the hell are you? Anna, what are you doing here?
Tyler, you look healthy.
You ain't the only one surprised I'm still alive. Who's the narc?
I'm Sam.
Was I talking to you?
This is Sam. He's a friend.
Yeah, lucky for him or I'd have thrown his ass out already. So what are you two here for?
It's a long story.
We'd like to have a word with Dickie. Have you seen him?
What'd he do now? Look, just talk to Lynette. She makes the calls on her land.
Thank you. Really.
Yeah, I know.
Is he always like this?
He's pretty much the gatekeeper around here. Interviewed him last time I came by. I'm gonna talk to Lynette. She's kind of in charge.
I'll go see what I can find.
Okay, but be careful. People only end up here if they have nothing left to lose.
Allez, on va fouiller un petit peu. Salut.
She looks like she's used to fending for herself.
Watch it. The place is full of wood shavings.
Why do you have an open flame?
I don't remember asking for your opinion.
Fair enough.
I'm Kayla. What do you want?
I'm looking for a guy named Dickie.
Don't know where he is and don't care. He might be off with his stupid quad bike thing for all I know.
Quad bike thing?
Loud. Goes off-road, has 4 wheels. Makes you look like an asshole. Occasionally leaks gasoline and would have burned down the whole camp. Tyler didn't save his sorry ass with his fire extinguisher.
Well, I'll see you around.
I don't feel like you have to.
Dickie must have one of those off-road quads. He could still be here right now. I need more info to figure out where Dickie is.
Cachette potentielle. Tiens, on va aller voir là-bas.
Makeshift ashtray. Probably keeps down on fire risks.
Sac de frappe. Équipement sportif. Je fouille un petit peu les intérieurs des tentes, tant qu'on y est. Un couteau de chasse, une lettre.
Guess that explains how he ended up here.
Voilà. déclarée faillite en application du chapitre 7 il y a 3 jours suite à une série d'actions en justice entamées contre elle et de sanctions pécuniaires qui ont rendu la situation financière intenable. Par conséquent, le poste que vous occupez actuellement sera supprimé de toute activité de la société cesseront d'ici la fin de semaine. Tous les arriérés de salaire et de congés maladie seront dûment payés et les demandes d'indemnisation par assurance jusqu'à la fin du mois mais cesseront ensuite. Oh pardon, je lis un petit peu dans ma barbe, hein. Mais comme ça au moins vous avez le temps de lire. Casque de mineur, magazine, pas grand chose à trouver dans les intérieurs là pour l'instant. Vous lui parler? Probablement oui.
What's up? You a friend of Kayla's or something? Name's JR, Wait. You're that fucking reporter!
I was.
Fucking up everyone's lives. That's a real talent.
Former miner.
Get the fuck out of my face!
I'm just looking for Dickie.
And you think I'll snitch? Get the fuck out of here. You keep bothering me, and I'm gonna stop being nice.
Oh lol. Attention quand même. Drapeau de lance.
They seem pretty proud of this place. Not what I was expecting.
Putain, on dirait les Bretons. Alors. Vieille cuisine. Table de pique-nique. La cachette potentielle, c'est là-bas, hein.
Dickie could be here, but I need to be sure. Every second counts.
Attends, avant d'y aller.
Tyler, right?
Jackass, right?
Some people call me that, yeah.
Huh. I'll bet.
How did you and Anna meet? You're not the type she normally hangs out with.
Maybe you're not the type she normally hangs out with. You ever consider that?
Trust me, I have. Just tell me where Dickie is and I'll leave.
Either that or you'll leave when I break your face. Look, Anna's a friend. She spent some time down here with us to do that interview thing. Told my story, did good by me. By us. And that guy that came after her, Nick, he's solid. Came down here 3 or 4 times. Taught me a great recipe for bass. But you're just some asshole. Dickie's one of ours. Don't think you're getting anywhere near his trailer. So beat it, before I break your knees.
Ah, donc il y a une caravane. Samuel, Sébastien, j'étais de te rejoindre au sujet de Dennis Gardner. D'après les témoins, vous êtes battu hier soir et tu as passé la matinée à le chercher. Il faut qu'on te pose quelques questions. Passe au poste dès que tu pourras. Aïe aïe aïe.
The clock's ticking. Cops will start looking for me soon. So Dickie is in one of the trailers. That narrows down my search. I'm getting there. Just need a bit more info to close in on Dickie.
Ah, c'est sûr que c'est là-haut, là. Mobilhome de Linette. Est-ce qu'on peut l'interroger, elle aussi? Faut pas se tromper, hein.
And it was going well. It's just, I don't know, hard.
It doesn't get easier.
Oh, this is Sam. He's a friend.
We used to date.
That much is painfully obvious.
Is it?
Yeah, it kinda is.
I'm Lynette. What are you here for, Sam?
I read the article Anna wrote about you and this place.
Wait, you read it? When?
Nick's fishing shack.
Oh.
You never have any trouble with anyone. No one takes advantage.
As long as they can follow a few simple rules. Even if Dickie lives on the fringe of our community, he is one of us. All he wants is to be left alone. I would think you, of all people, would understand.
Tyler said Nick came here before. What did he want?
He took an interest in my people. He wanted to know their stories.
Such as?
Sam.
Well, the long, sad stories most people do not want to hear. We all stumble during our lives. Knowing how we fall and how some make it out can provide guidance for the future. Don't you think?
What about opioids? Did he say anything about that?
There are no drugs here, Samuel. To stay, you must remain clean.
What led you to create this community?
I found there were souls in need of help after the mine closed. The world is a cruel place. We all need a touch of kindness in our lives.
You're definitely that, Lynette.
Thank you, my dear. But don't sell yourself short. Your article brought Kayla here, and even some generous donations have come in. Did you get your answer, Sam?
What kind of donations?
Food and clothes, mostly. But jobs are hard to come by these days. We must rely on the kindness of others, even if their kindness comes and goes in waves.
I'll go now. Thanks for indulging me.
Naturally.
So Dickie lives here, but his place should be isolated from the others. I know enough to make an educated guess. Dickie's gotta be in one of these places.
Ouais, c'est sûr qu'il est là-dedans. À l'écart des autres, ouais, donc ce serait bien à l'écart des autres là-haut. Parce que sinon on a une tente là-bas, mais du coup on sait que c'est pas une tente. Donc c'est forcément ça. Ouais, obligé. Ah mais d'accord, je pensais que je pouvais monter par là. Mais non. Ok, ok. Donc on va jusqu'à la caravane. Il n'y en a pas 50 en fait des caravanes un petit peu à l'extérieur.
Dickie's unlikely to be here. No quad parked out front, and no one seems to be home.
Ah, d'accord. Je suis surpris. Je suis très surpris. Ça peut être où alors? De toute façon, on peut le dire.
No quad, and it's right next to another mobile home.
Ah ouais, donc faut absolument qu'il y ait un quad. Pas logique en même temps, je suis con. Je pense qu'il y a un quad là.
There's a quad, but Dickie's supposed to be in a trailer.
Ouais, c'est ça, c'est censé être une caravane. De fou de moi là. On peut pas aller plus loin. Mais où? Mais... Attends, alors à l'écart, donc c'est pas censé être ces caravanes là. Bah non, c'est trop proche. C'est pas celle-là là-haut.
I need to find out where Dickie's hiding.
Mais c'est chiant.
He's here
Il est
somewhere.
où? Attends. Ah, il y en a une là-bas. Mais là-bas, apparemment, on a déjà regardé, il n'y avait pas... Il n'y avait pas de quad.
That's Tyler's. Dickie's supposed to be off, away from everyone. Quad. Isolated. Someone lives here. That's where Dickie's hiding. Time to pay him a visit.
Ah ok, mais je passe par où? D'accord. Ouais, c'était un peu chelou. Bah, par là, je pense. Bon. On va bien trouver le chemin. Ah bah si, c'était bien là. Sûrement. C'est ce que je me disais, mais j'osais pas y aller.
I only know you by reputation, and what I know I don't like. You don't get to just gallivant around here however you damn well please. So back the hell off, or I will fuck you up.
Look, I just want to talk to the guy who lives right over there.
I don't give a shit what you want. Back the fuck
Hey
off.
man, this guy ain't worth it. Just forget him. But if he doesn't get the message soon, I'll help you work him over.
Got it. Got it. I'm gonna get past these two if I want to reach Dickie. I need to get them to look away from his trailer. Around Kayla's tent is the most efficient spot for a distraction. It's at the opposite end of the camp. They'd have their backs turned to me. But I still need a place to hide. They'd suspect me right away. Cabin stands right in the middle of the camp, far enough from everyone for them to not notice me. Close enough to reach Dickie before they come back. It'd be my best shot. I have a plan. All that remains is to figure out the details.
Putain, c'est quelque chose, hein. Eh bien écoutez mesdames, messieurs, je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. On fera ça la prochaine fois. J'espère en tout cas que l'aventure vous plaît. L'enquête continue bien sûr, et je trouve que le scénario est plutôt intéressant mine de rien. Sur ce, merci à tous, on se retrouve demain pour la suite de l'aventure de l'enquête. J'espère que ça vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à laisser un petit pouce bleu si c'est le cas. Pensez à vous abonner, à très vite. Ciao ciao.